Well, Nick Ball is set to make the first defence of his world title against Ronnie Rios. It's at the top of the bill tonight. But next up, Tyson Fury's cousin Walter. He is up, he is in action, and he's against Dale Arrowsmith. This is at super welterweight. We can't wait. Your commentary team, Paul Dempsey and Richie Woodall. But first, let's get you down to your MC for the night, Thomas Triber.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Riyadh Season, 32 Red, and Unibet. Our timekeeper is Chris O'Connor, and when the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Mark Lyson. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with silver and weighed in officially at 11 stone, 1 pound. Coming to us from Manchester, England, he is a veteran of 125 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dale the Choir Boy Arrowsmith. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing black with gold and weighed in officially at 11 stone, 2 pounds. Hailing from Lancaster, Lancashire, England, he is undefeated with 1 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Walter Laszlo Fury.
Okay, boys, you both know the rules. I want you to obey my commands. Tell you to break clean. Defend yourselves at all times, boys. Good luck to you both.
So this is the Fury Show, everybody, here on TNT Sports. Fight Night Live continues with the second professional appearance of Walter Fury. Tyson, his dear cousin, has already explained to our viewers the reasons why at 27 it is only his second professional outing. He's tall, and in the blood, clearly, is that fighting spirit. And first view for me, Richie, nice pair of fast hands.
Yeah, fast hands, relaxed style. So just like his cousin, really. And his father, the late Hughie Fury, he was a very good coach, wasn't he? Had a lot to do with Tyson in the early days, and had a big influence on Tyson Fury. And obviously a big influence on his son as well here, Walter. But yeah, good style about him. Very relaxed, switch hitter as well. So yeah, there's a bit of skill and talent there.
Mind you, Dale Arrowsmith has seen all kinds in his very long and eventful career. This is fight 126 tonight. Saturday nights, all right for fighting for Dale Arrowsmith. Does it most weekends, you see, for money. 7 days ago against Dan Fitzgerald in Nottingham, lost over 4 rounds, and this is his 19th fight of 2024.
It's incredible, Paul. I was actually looking at his record today, and his first fight this year was, I think, February the 9th, and this is his 19th, as you've said, so he didn't start till February.
That's why Tyson Fury just shouted out, "Get busy."
Yeah.
He meant it in more than one sense.
So fair play to Dale Arrowsmith. Certainly a busy fighter indeed. Fury here, yeah, showing some nice little signs that the switch hitting obviously runs in the blood, doesn't it, with the Fury family.
I think one of the hard things for anybody who's building a pro career at the age of 27, Richie, must be building the bank of conditioning. But they're a fighting family. We hear little stories that they'll have little matchups between them.
Absolutely, yeah. It's in the blood, isn't it?
And as Tyson himself has told our viewers, you know, I train all the time. I've seen it recently myself up in Morecambe. So that can be a compensatory factor, but having the instincts of a boxer, that's something different, and they all have that, all of them.
Well, it's a natural instinct that they have, isn't it? The Fury family. And even at 27, Walter Fury. You can see he's got it as well, and he's picked up a lot, hasn't he? Probably from his cousin Tyson. Certainly the switch hitting, the relaxed guard. So he's learnt a lot from just probably watching Tyson and other family members. Hughie Fury as well, remember, is a very good heavyweight boxer.
A stylish introduction tonight.
Get in, yeah. Don't switch off, keep relaxed. Alright? All he's doing is have a little swing at you now.
Walter Fury's father, Hughie, remembered on the back of the T-shirt that's being worn in the corner by Bob Howard. Pass marks, I think, from what we heard of Howard's comments on his first round showing there. Richie, what was your impression overall?
I think it was a decent first round for Walter Fury. I think he's in with a guy who's obviously very, very experienced, and sometimes it's difficult to bring him out of that shell. Keeps that guard nice and high, doesn't he, Dale Arrowsmith? He doesn't venture out of it very often, so Walter Fury has just got to listen to his coach, who was saying use the jab and just try and move in and out and try and get the opponent to commit here and there, and then that might make things easier. But certainly I think there are a few little glimpses here that he's got a bit of skill about him, Walter Fury. Just got to keep plugging away behind his jab and, like I say, trying to bring Dale Arrowsmith out of that peekaboo style.
The word that's screaming at me at the moment is personality, Richie. He looks like he belongs in a professional boxing ring, and he's wise to the tricks of Arrowsmith in lots of ways there. Arrowsmith was just trying to feint him in to counter him, and he didn't buy it for a minute. Stylishly went away on the side, on his bike, 3 or 4 steps to the sides, reset. Lovely little combination to get going again. Yeah,
absolutely. And there, the way he just started off as an orthodox boxer and then just switches to southpaw, very natural indeed. So his feet keep switches. Just got to watch that comes to square occasionally. But there's not a lot coming back from Arrowsmith at the moment, who's just trying to block these shots. But yeah, a couple of nice glimpses from him. I'd like to see a little bit more from Arrowsmith, maybe come out of that shell a little bit more. But he's probably thinking of his next contest or his next 2 or 3.
Go inside.
And his job is just to get through it, and try and give a good account of himself. But Walter Fury's not doing too bad at this stage, Paul.
Saw that coming, got out of the way. He's setting the pace and might do better again if he just ups the pace a little bit more, perhaps.
Well, he's using his jab very well, and he's using that right uppercut on the inside, but then occasionally just drops his guard as he's thrown that shot, and that's why Arrowsmith just came back with a left hook and caught him with a punch. So he's just got to watch what he's doing when he's up close. Keep the guard a little bit higher and use that jab just to measure that distance, and then whip that left or right uppercut through the middle.
And would that be an element, Richie, even if he's doing a lot of sparring, which to me he clearly is doing? It's not quite the same in having that pace injection, is it, from the other guy on the night of a fight?
No, fight night's totally different. Sparring's the closest thing to the fight, obviously, but when you've got the small gloves on, the lights, and it's a lot quicker. See there's another example there. Just throwing a shot there, and just the guard's a little bit too low after he's delivering the shot, so he's got to get the guard back up. So Arrowsmith very clever and cheekily there, just coming back with the odd shot. He's waiting for Fury to land the shot. He knows the guard's down, and then he just whips one over. So clever from Arrowsmith,
who is not being disgraced. Also backstage, getting ready to go into action, Jack Turner. Six rounds at bantamweight for Jack tonight against Gonzalo Coronaldese. Another who's very much at home. There might be a little competition between Turner, Kane and Ball as to who can get home first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be home before we get off the air, Richie.
Exciting, aren't they? All of them.
So back to Dale Arrowsmith, trying to give Walter Fury something to think about. Fury from the left, the so-called house fighter, if you like. Clearly a prospect, even at the age of 27. It's only his second pro fight. He looks a natural-born fighter. Richie has picked out a couple of stylistic issues. He's easy on the eye, but that makes him a little bit easier to hit, even for Dale Arrowsmith.
Yeah, he's working well with his jab. He's just got to tighten up on a couple of things. Either move the feet after you've thrown the shot, or just get the hands back up a little bit quicker, because Arrowsmith, he's just playing peekaboo. He's waiting for the attack to come and then just whipping a shot afterwards, because he knows that the hands are a little bit too low. So either move the feet after you've thrown the shots, or get the hands up, one or the other. But I think Fury's enjoying himself here, and he's working well with his jab. That double jab there is not too bad.
We are settling into a kind of a pattern in this fight, though, Richie, with Arrowsmith. With all his know-how, he is saying to himself, right, if you're going to be a mover, that's fine, and I'll just move with you.
Yeah, and just keeping the guard nice and high, and just trying to come back with the odd shot here and there.
Absolutely.
Typical journeyman mode, really.
Making busy, looking busy.
Yeah, exactly. Not really getting hurt with anything. Covering up and then just waiting for his opportunities and looking for the openings occasionally to come back with the odd shot here and there, but basically on the back foot all the time and just waiting for the attacks from Fury. But Fury, I think, is working very well. See there, that's a nice shot there, just maintaining that gap with the jab and then whips that uppercut through, and constantly just changes from orthodox to southpaw, and that's something that his cousin Tyson does without even thinking about it. Actually, Tyson Fury is such a natural switch hitter from orthodox to southpaw, very skillful, and does it without even thinking about doing it, really.
If he keeps on developing, I think he's going to be in some action-packed fights, Fury, because as he goes up the grades, we've seen tonight, he can be clipped.
Yes, and that's what might make him exciting, Paul, if he's in those type of contests where he's getting caught with the odd shot here and there. Just got to work on the uppercuts that he's throwing with the accuracy. Once he gets that right and hits the target, then that can be a really good shot for him, the uppercut.
In many ways, Richie, to echo your point, this is Tyson Fury in a different sized body, isn't it? There's the little half step, that's one thing, and there's the tiny little feint, especially with the left, if he's throwing that as a jab.
You can see glimpses, can't you, in different little traits here and there of his cousin Tyson.
And we'd never have said that about Hughie Fury, for example, would we?
No, he's a different type of heavyweight, different type of boxer, but you can see this with Walter Fury. He's definitely a natural switch hitter.
So let's get in there with Bob Howard to find out how it's all going.
Right, listen to me. Don't switch off, all right? Come out and start swinging if you like in this round. All right, that's all we're going to do. Just box smart, okay? Start doubling your jab up a little bit. Okay? Listen, don't switch off, get giddy. All right? All you're going to do is swing at you. Be smart and clever, all right? Get behind that jab, double it up, all right? Start working around the body as well, all right? Teach you through upstairs, round the body, back up to the end. All right? Smashing this, come on. Okay? Easy. All right? Smart and clever. Don't switch off, get caught.
Liverpool boxing royalty backstage tonight. Liam Smith and Natasha Jonas, two of the other world champions to have come to the fore over the last 10 years or so, and brilliant boxers in their own right, both.
Yeah, absolutely. Terrific fighters, both of them.
Walter Fury fighting out of Lancaster at the moment, but he'll be an attraction on any Liverpool card going forward. And I'm going to say already, can't wait to come back. Great crowd tonight, great interest in the event. Big time boxing back in the city, a Queensbury show at least for the first time in 15 years. And this is the shot that Richie has mentioned already tonight in this Walter Fury fight. Against better fighters in the future, that kind of big right hand could be a problem.
Yeah, it can, and you just got to listen to his corner a little bit. I thought it was good work from the corner there and what they were saying to him, not to switch off and keep working behind the jab, because when you're working behind the jab, you're keeping the distance, you're maintaining that gap if you're hitting the target. So it's a fast, crisp jab, maintaining the gap, and everything comes from behind that shot. Then you see, just play safe. See, that's it, double jab, see? That's not too bad from him. Just got to get a little bit closer, but by doing that double jab, you know, it takes you into range, and that's when you can let that backhand go. But you've got to listen to the corner and be sensible, box smart, as the corner said, and also, you know, not to switch off. Not to switch off, Paul. Very, very important.
Very important now for Dale Arrowsmith, with a minute 30 left in this fourth round, not to walk onto anything or do anything silly, because the phone he hopes will ring again tomorrow once he comes through this one. And the enemy for all the journeymen, without whom we don't have an industry, incidentally, but the enemy is getting stopped because there's an automatic stand-down period from the British board if that were to happen. And that is not good for business.
No, not at all. But Dale Arrowsmith, he's done his job tonight here. Decent, but you know, a couple of good shots went in from him there. Each round he's produced the odd shot here and there, so he's a bit of a threat to Fury. Fury's won, I think, every round, but occasionally Dale Arrowsmith just comes back with the odd shot here and there, just clips him and just reminds him not to get complacent. So he's done his job here, Dale Arrowsmith.
Not to get complacent and don't take liberties, and I don't think Walter Fury has done that tonight. He's a proper boxing man.
I think it's been a good second fight for him.
What's going to interest me the most, Richie, is can he transport this style up to hard 8-10 round class?
Well, that's going to be the big question, isn't it? Because, you know, he's there to be hit, he gets caught again, look, so he'll definitely have to go back into the gym, work with his coach, work on a few things. They'll certainly look at this contest and they'll have to tighten up here and there, most certainly. But there are some good little things from him, and he's won every round, so that's not too bad. But yes, there's lots to work on. But you've got a bit to work with there, though, Paul. There's a bit of talent there.
And a nice little round of applause for the efforts of both men there from the referee Mark Lyson, another proper boxing man. Thomas Stryber's just gone off to collect the decision from Mark Lyson. I don't think the world is going to be shocked by what we hear in a moment from Thomas Stryber. All nice and low-key and measured from Bob Howard in the corner. We're not having cheerleaders in that corner. That's also very important. The road will get much, much tougher for Walter Fury. But well done to Dale Arrowsmith, as usual. Playing his part and a big smile on his face. Happy families.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Mark Lyson, scores the contest 40-36 for your winner. And still undefeated, Walter Laszlo Fury!
So we can't quite call it fast and furious, but it is another Fury victory, and we're going to follow this Fury story with great interest. Laura.
Okay, there we go. So a good 4 rounds there for Walter. What did we make of it, guys? Because Tyson Fury was really excited to see him in action and pleased that he actually returned to boxing.
The most impressive thing about the way Tyson was talking was, and the way he was talking to me, Laura, it was like we might have lost him last year. He was going somewhere else, maybe walking away from